Hello everyone, this is Dalster and welcome to another episode review for Dark Side of the Ring, and in this video it focuses on the life of Luna Vachon. Luna was a wrestler who was in WWF, now WWE, during the 90s. She was a lot different than the women's wrestlers, as she had a biker look with the raspy voice and the face paint all over her face. Although she may not have been like Sable, Luna did a lot for the wrestling business. If I recall, I thought I heard that Luna told Lita that she was going to be a star when Lita was in the indie scene. Sadly, she passed away so soon, but I will summarize the episode first and share more of my thoughts at the end. Luna's story began when her stepfather, Paul Vachon, was at a motel after doing a wrestling show in Atlanta, Georgia, that had happened on December 18th, 1966, and out of nowhere he heard a gunshot but did not see anything. The following morning, he got a knock at the door and was told by a woman that the motel owner had been shot, but that the owner was her husband. He then meets the motel owner's daughter, who was 4 years old at the time. Paul then married the motel owner's widow and adopted 4-year-old Gertrude, making him her stepfather. Before she got adopted, Luna was studied at Emory University when she was 2 years old for depression, bipolar disorder, and schizophrenia. Mental illness would play a huge role throughout Luna's life, as you'll see in this episode. During her childhood, Luna was embarrassed of her last name because back then, 2 of the Vachon family members were a tag team, but were the most hated tag team in the wrestling industry. The Vachon family were a wrestling royalty with members such as Maurice Mad Dog Vachon, Vivian Vachon, and Paul the Butcher Vachon. She was inspired by her Aunt Vivian, as Vivian was known as the wrestling queen back then. When on the road with her family, Luna would clean her Aunt Vivian's dressing room and imagined herself being like her aunt, as Luna wanted to be a wrestler. Luna's family had tried to talk Luna into not getting into the wrestling industry, as it was very difficult for women back in the day. But Luna refused to give up on her dream. As a teenager, Luna had met wrestler Mad Maxine and was told by Maxine that Luna would be a babyface, but Luna was not happy about it, as she wanted to be a good heel. Mad Maxine, at one point, had a mohawk, which probably influenced Luna into getting one herself. Once Luna was old enough, Luna trained at Fabulous Moolah's school. Mad Maxine said in the episode that Fabulous Moolah would take advantage of her trainees. An example would be when Luna told Maxine that Moolah had sent Luna one day to go see a guy in the West because he would pay Luna $500 if he let her take photos of Luna, and she agreed to do it. When Luna went, the guy had attacked Luna and almost R-worded her, but she was able to fight him off, as she was 16 years old at the time. Gangrel said in the episode that he had heard dark stories about Moolah. If you want to check out my Dark Side of the Ring episode of Fabulous Moolah, you can watch it on my Dark Side of the Ring playlist, as it explains more of Moolah's dark past. Gangrel recalled in the episode that when Moolah would walk past Luna, Luna would shake of nervousness or fear. We may not know what really happened at Moolah's school, but Luna had high hopes in making it in the wrestling industry and wanted to be the best heel there was. Luna soon left Moolah's camp and went on to Championship Wrestling from Florida, where she would meet one of her husbands. Around that time, in the Florida promotion, Kevin Sullivan and his Army of Darkness were a popular stable who had the state of Florida scared of him due to his dark, devilish gimmick. In December of 1985, Luna made her debut at the Florida promotion as a journalist who falls victim to the darkness of Kevin's character. Kevin then whacked her face on TV and shaved Luna's hair off, as she had it into a thick, curly mohawk, almost similar to Mad Maxine. Luna's character was very intimidating and extreme, as she would interact with the audience through her character and sometimes scared them. Outside of wrestling during the 80s, Florida was going through a wintry storm, and the people who stayed at home would do drugs such as Quaaludes, coke, or acid. For Luna, she began to take drugs such as taking 100 pills a day, causing problems to her mental health. Gangrel said in the episode that Luna had told him that when she was young, she was R-worded by some of the male wrestlers who would come over to the Vachon household, and was also a victim to family relations. Kim said that Luna had told her that Luna's Aunt Vivian had abused her, but would never get into further detail as to why. Paul, her dad's stepfather, could not believe it when asked in this episode. With her mental struggles and the abuse that she had gone through as a child, this would cause Luna to go on a path of self-destruction. Luna was schizophrenic, and when she was having an episode, she does not always remember what she did. Her son Van believed that Luna was bipolar and chemically imbalanced. As far as her marriages go, they didn't last long due to her mental health and drug use getting in the way. Luna married 3 times throughout her life. She dated a wrestler named Dick Slater, who was said to beat up Luna as said by Van, but he and Kim never witnessed any violence between them. He also said that when Luna picked him up from school, she would show up with a snake. In total, she had 2 kids from her first marriage. Her third and last marriage was with wrestler David Heath, better known as Gangrel. Luna met Gangrel at a Florida Championship Wrestling show. He was in a room as Luna kicked the door and yelled to him, "Fresh meat." Gangrel was supposed to train with Luna, but did not want to as he thought that she was crazy. When he and another wrestler named Tom Nash were in a car with Gangrel driving it, Luna sat in the back seat and crawled over to Gangrel so that she could hit him. In another incident, Luna bit Gangrel in the ring and called her the original vampire. They ended up getting married on Halloween after a steel cage match and got vampire bite tattoos instead of rings. When they did drugs together, they would end up fighting and things around them would get destroyed. Luna and Gangrel's relationship was very controversial because before they got married, Luna was married to Tom, who was Gangrel's tag team partner in Florida. Their marriage ended when Tom would get paranoid because he thought that Gangrel had feelings for Luna. Soon after Tom, Luna married Gangrel. In the ring, Luna was tough, but outside of it, she was a very shy woman. Luna said in an audio clip that she would go through different personalities, one of them being named Angel. Kim mentioned that when she and Luna were sharing a room in Tampa, Florida, Luna was throwing a hissy fit. After FCW, Luna made her debut in WWF, World Wrestling Federation, on April 4th, 1993, at the pay-per-view WrestleMania. In her debut, she grabbed Sherry Martel's leg and had a little scuffle with her while Shawn Michaels was in the ring. As if that was not enough, Luna became the first female wrestler to be in a WWE video game called WWF Raw. With a busy schedule in WWF, Luna sacrificed her time from her family as she lived in a 1950s pink trailer. Van, her son, said that he saw his mother once or twice a year during that time when she was out on the road. Maxine said that she went to the trailer one day in order to visit Luna and saw Luna with swollen eyes after crying so much because she missed one of her sons' birthdays. In WWF, Luna got paired with Bam Bam Bigelow, but she hardly showed her own wrestling skills. Women at the time in WWF were only given manager or valet roles in the 90s. Although Luna did wrestle sometimes, Alundra Blaze wanted to drop the belt to Luna. She tried to get the belt dropped in Luna's hometown, but Luna refused and sadly never won the women's title. Luna then formed a friendship with Sherry Martel, which got her into a pill addiction. WWF put Luna in rehab, but only for her to get fired from the company days later. It was said in the episode that Luna tried to kill herself many times. After rehab, Luna was recommended to go to ECW, Extreme Championship Wrestling, by Nancy Tofolini, aka Woman. She made her debut in ECW around 1995, and while Luna was there, she wrestled and won a steel cage match against a man. Towards the end of the 90s, Luna went back to WWF on a Raw episode and was paired with Goldust. Luna was then set to wrestle Sable for the women's title, even though Sable had no wrestling experience back then. Luna said in an audio taping that Sable had told Luna that she did not need to take bumps, as Vince was going to give Sable the women's title. She said around that time, Luna was very frustrated and angry as she worked very hard and sacrificed a lot, most notably her family, so that she could make a name for herself in the wrestling industry. It even tore her apart. When the match happened at WrestleMania 14, Luna made Sable look good by Sable doing a powerbomb on Luna. Further into the audio interview, Luna mentioned that if Sable was bruised or scratched, Vince McMahon would fire Luna. After the match, Luna went backstage and saw Vince clapping and saying congratulations, thinking that it was for her, but it was actually for Sable. Luna mentioned in the audio interview that no one thanked her or showed any appreciation for her. Mick Foley saw that Luna was sad as she had tears in her eyes. He was told by Luna that no one acknowledged her and that this situation probably broke her. Sunny tried to cheer her up, but Luna told her to get away and that she was very angry. Yet she did not hit Sunny though. In the Attitude Era, it was all about being sexy for the women's wrestlers. It was said that WWF wanted Luna to take her top off, but she refused. Luna gets fired again for not exposing herself, her erratic behavior, and the incidents that happened because of it. After getting fired, Gangrel saw Luna doing cocaine and wrote letters with the powder saying F you Vince. Gangrel left and divorced Luna days later because he thought that they were toxic together and wanted to get clean. He moved out to California after his marriage with Luna ended. Kim recalled one day when Luna went to her house with a gun, but she told Luna to leave as Kim had kids in the house. Although Luna was out of WWF, Van said in the episode that his relationship with his mom did not improve as they did not talk much even after she was no longer working for WWF. At the time, Van was living in Texas while Luna was living in Florida. Throughout the remainder of her life, Luna worked in a truck business, but never met her granddaughter due to Luna's mental illness. Mick said that the last time he saw Luna, she was in a good state. On August 27, 2010, Luna passed away. Van found out that his mother died by a call from his grandmother telling him that she found Luna dead as he was taking a flight to Ohio. He was also told that Luna died of an overdose, but he didn't seem to care how she died though. In this episode, Deborah, Alondra Blaze's real name, almost looked as if she wanted to cry when she said that a lot of wrestlers have died from all sorts of things and that the company could have done better. Mick reads a eulogy about Luna at the end of the episode and mentions how Luna told him about being in a world full of butterflies, but that it takes balls to be a caterpillar. This was a quote that Luna would say. After reading it, Mick said that we should also appreciate the beauty of the caterpillar as well. Gangrel stayed with Luna for as long as he could so that she had someone to take care of her. He said that he feels bad for not taking care of her more often. Kim said that Luna would have wanted Harley-Davidson motorcycles at her funeral, but Van said that Luna would have wanted a private ceremony. At the end of the audio interview, Luna regretted not doing much for the women's division and for giving up on her family in order to fulfill her wrestling goals. Luna also mentioned that she wished that she held the WWE Women's title. Mick said that he really appreciated Luna towards the end of the episode. Interviewers for this episode are Mick Foley, Gangrel, David Heath, former husband of Luna, Van Hurd, Luna's son, Paul the Butcher Vachon, Luna's father, Janine Mijosith, Mad Maxine, Kim Sachs, Penelope Paradise, and Deborah Ann Maselli, Medusa or Alondra Blaze. Since this episode aired, Paul Vachon has passed away on February 29, 2024. Some facts about Luna is that her real name is Gertrude Elizabeth Wilkerson, but was adopted into the Vachon family. Luna was born on January 12, 1962. Happy late birthday, by the way. She was born in Atlanta, Georgia. As a child, Luna would play in the ring and train with Worldwide Wrestling Federation wrestlers. Her family weren't the only ones who told her not to go into wrestling, as Andre the Giant also told her not to do so. They were close friends and went on a trip to Paris in 1974. Luna made her wrestling debut in 1985 and retired in 2007. When she was portraying a journalist at FCW, Luna was known as Trudy Hurd. Kevin Sullivan gave her the name Luna Vachon. Along with wrestler Winifred or Winnie Barkley, they provided backup vocals to thrash metal band Nasty Savage. For 3 years, Luna went to Japan as her dad became her manager, even in Puerto Rico. In a pay-per-view called Super Clash 3, Luna competed in a battle royale. She managed a masked tag team called the Blackhearts, which consisted of Tom Nash and David Heath, as she ended up marrying both of them later but separately. Luna was a competitor, booker, and commentator for Wild Women of Wrestling. Around 1992, Luna tried to get Gangrel a job in WWF, but she ended up getting hired instead. WWF were not able to locate Luna at first, but found her working as a waitress when WWF hired a private investigator to locate her. Around the time that Luna was working with Bam Bam Bigelow, he announced that he was in love with her and called her his main squeeze, which was all kayfabe, by the way. At WrestleMania 10, she and Bam Bam won a match against Doink the Clown and his small person sidekick, Dink. Luna sold Bam Bam's contract to Ted DiBiase as part of his $1 million corporation. She lost a lot of matches to Alundra, but got Bull Nakano to take Alundra's women's title. While in ECW, Luna was Tommy Dreamer's valet, as he had a feud with Raven, who worked with Luna during the FCW days. The guy that she beat up in a steel cage match was Stevie Richards. While in 1994 at ECW, she was ranked number 306 in the PWI 500. Luna had a short run at WCW in 1997 and feuded again with Alundra, who was known as Medusa over there. Sadly for Luna, Medusa won a lot of matches that she had with Luna. She returned to WWF in 1997 as Goldust's manager. At Unforgiven in 1998, Luna fought against Sable in an evening gown match and won. After Sable beat Luna at WrestleMania for the women's title, Owen Hart consoled Luna since Sable was getting praised for her win. Although it seemed painful to not win the WWF women's title, Luna considered that match the highlight of her career. Luna joined the Oddities towards the end of August of 1998. She got a match with Sable at Royal Rumble in a leather strap match for the title, but lost due to a kayfabe-obsessed Sable fan, who happened to be Tori, not Tori Wilson in case you're wondering. She defeated Gilbert, a parody of wrestler Goldberg, and was supposed to get another rematch with Sable at St. Valentine's Day Massacre, but got cancelled due to Luna getting suspended for fighting Sable backstage. Luna beat Jeff Jarrett, who was an Intercontinental Champion back then, through DQ thanks to Ivory interfering. Throughout her time in WWF, Luna was managing and working with her then-husband Gangrel. At a Royal Rumble pay-per-view in 2000, Luna participated in a swimsuit contest. However, she refused to show her swimsuit as Luna was dissatisfied with the sexualization of women during her time in WWF. A couple days later, Luna was released after another outburst. After WWF, Luna managed Gangrel and went solo. She won against Tracy Brooks in 2007 for the first Great Lakes Championship Wrestling Ladies Championship title. Luna retired with the title after another rematch with Tracy Brooks on December 7th of that year, making it her last match. Luna's biological father's real name was Charles Henry Wilkerson, the hotel owner. Her first marriage was with Dan Hurd, with whom she has 2 sons with, who are Joshua and Vincent, better known as Van in this episode. Van was in season 6 and 17 for Gordon Ramsay's Hell's Kitchen. Luna's second marriage was with Tom Nash, followed by Gangrel. As David's wife, she became a stepmom to his 2 sons until they divorced in 2006, but remained friends until her sudden death. She had 3 grandchildren and was featured in Playboy and Hustler. Before she died, Luna was struggling with bipolar disorder. In 2004, Luna became a born-again Christian and was baptized by wrestler Nikita Koloff and her ex-husband Gangrel. She was a tow truck operator in 2007 in Florida and was awarded the Ladies Wrestling Award at Las Vegas, Nevada in 2009. One of her fondest memories in wrestling was that Luna loved visiting the children at the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Luna was fascinated by Natalia, who was the daughter of the late Jim Neidhart. Around December of 2009, Luna's house was destroyed by a fire and lost her wrestling-related memorabilia and other possessions. The remainder of her life, Luna stayed with her mother and was on a cruise with her dad, Paul, and his 3rd wife in February of 2010. Mick Foley was nice enough to ask his fans if they can send their Luna wrestling memorabilia to her post office box. He suggested to TNA if Luna can get a manager role for Tommy Dreamer, but Luna declined as she said that she was retired. Luna died in the morning of August 27, 2010, in Florida as she was 48 years old. According to the District 6 Medical Examiner's Office in Florida, Luna died of an overdose of oxycodone and benzodiazepine. The investigators said that they found crushed pills and snorting straws everywhere at the Vachon house where Luna had passed away. It was said that Luna went to rehab and completed it in June of 2009 for her pill addiction. The rehab was paid by WWE. On April 7th, 2015, a band called the Mountain Goats released a pro wrestling concept album called Beat the Champ, where one song is named after Luna. Luna was posthumously inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame's Legacy Wing for the class of 2019. She was also in the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame in 2020 and the Women's Wrestling Hall of Fame in 2023. Other accomplishments that Luna had gotten were the AWF Women's title at American Wrestling Federation, LMLW World title at Ladies Major League Wrestling, the POWW Tag Team title with Hot Rod Andy from Powerful Women of Wrestling, twice actually, the SCCW Women's title from South Coast Championship Wrestling, SWF Ladies title from Sunshine Wrestling Federation, the USWA Women's title from US Wrestling Association, the WWOW Television title from Wild Women of Wrestling, and a Universal Women's Hardcore title. As far as Hall of Fames, Luna was in the Canadian Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame class of 2022, the Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame class of 2022, the Professional Wrestling Hall of Fame and Museum class of 2020, and Women's Superstars, Uncensored, class of 2011. I give this episode an 8 out of 10, as it was an okay episode, but was missing a lot of important things for Luna's episode, such as her time in the oddities and how her house burned down days before she passed away. It's very sad what had happened to Luna during her last years, as she lost important stuff from that fire. I think that's what had happened to her and why she started feeling hopeless. She did a lot for WWF, whether you believe it or not. When I was watching WWF in the 90s on the WWE Network, I remember someone, I think it was Insane Clown Posse, who sang the theme song for the oddities, cut off Luna's ponytail. The Attitude Era was interesting, but there was so much controversy surrounding it, especially how they treated women like sex objects. Bipolar disorder is a tough disorder to handle, as I heard stories of people going off the edge when they have a manic episode. It makes me so sad that she never got a lot of recognition back then when she was still alive, because she really made a difference in women's wrestling, especially when she declined to show her swimsuit in that one contest she did. Her style of face paint did look a little scary, as I thought Luna was a very tough woman. But if you look at today's women's wrestlers, there are so many different personalities compared to how it was in the 90s. Watching this episode, Luna did so much and created a path for women to walk on. You look at the face paint women, such as Asuka, Nikki Cross, Rosemary from TNA, and Su Yung, who have a somewhat scary look to them that is sort of similar to Luna's. Then there's the women who are so different from the WWE diva body look that was portrayed in the early 2000s, such as Rhea Ripley, Piper Niven, and Jordynne Grace from TNA. I think if Luna were here today, she would be crying hysterically of joy at how far women's wrestling has come. Her son Van rubbed me the wrong way, as he could at least try to understand what his mom had gone through and worked a lot for him and his brother to have food on the table. He probably has a grudge on her, which I get because of Luna not being around much, but having a mental disorder is very hard. I know because I have one too. I'm glad Mick Foley was so nice to Luna in this episode. Luna definitely deserved her flowers. Also, sorry for this long video being really long. I thought Luna deserved her story to be told, as this episode didn't really have much detail going into it. Vice was probably on borrowed time. Anyway, thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care of your mental health and everyone around you, and I'll do the same too. Bye guys.